Brown here, back to another custom review, and today we're looking at the Transformers Yokohama Convoy, which is probably the most obscure thing I've done, maybe. But anyways, we'll look at him. Let's take a quick look at the paints. So first we have some light gray surface primer. We'll focus a little bit. Thank you. Some TS29 semi-gloss black. TS8 Italian red, TS39 mica red, as well as some X18 semi-gloss black for the focus, thank you. Some X11 chrome silver, some pink, some light green, and finally gunmetal. So here he is in his truck mode, and I feel like I owe an explanation to what the heck this is. This is a Japanese exclusive character that was a repaint of the Generations, like, that Optimus. You know, the one that was in, like, every single Dollar General that had, like, a bazillion different things going on. But for some reason, he's kind of popped up in Resurgence lately. I think he was, like, in one of the Generation Selects mangas, and then we had that Target exclusive Target Optimus Prime that Toy Hacks did a set to turn it into this, and then finally we had the Many Toys of that did the Many Toys of Nemesis Prime and mentioned him in there, which is kind of what got me like sort of wanting to do it. And from what I can tell, this sort of just is a Nemesis Prime, kinda. Japan's weird, man. All right, but all that aside, I just thought he looked kind of cool, and I had an idea to do a leg swap with the Target Prime for something else anyway, and I thought this would be a fun little byproduct of that. And then I ended up doing this first. So we see how this goes. So after that long-winded explanation, here's the truck mode, which, yes, this is actually the Earthrise Optimus, but with the legs of Target Optimus. I believe it's just the knee down. I tried to do the hips down because that would have worked a lot better, but if I remember right, I like destroyed this trying to do it, and I had to get a second Earthrise Optimus, which, if I remember right, thank you, Larry Hankins. I really appreciate you helping me out here, because he was the one that gifted me the second Earthrise Optimus. But I sort of mixed his, like, two known designs together for this truck mode. Like, the front of it is just black with some nice gunmetal. Got some little green details. The red windows, which is the Italian red. And, of course, black stripe going down. Continued red painting windows. And I forgot that that's also part of the window. So, whoops. It's been a few weeks now. It's too late. Gunmetal there. And then some little green. Little extra detail right there. Nothing too substantial in this mode, except for just the dead front, which is just kind of the MO for this Optimus, really. He's just... it's still kind of Optimus, just with a lot more black. But yeah, anyways, that is pretty much it for the truck modes. Let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And here in robot mode, he is looking positively evil. Kinda, I guess. Let's go ahead and get close up on him. This hand, I sanded this pin down a little bit too much, so it doesn't really... got a hard time staying close, unfortunately, now. This one's loose, but it can hold itself a little bit better. But coming down here to the legs again, we have these details and this little bit of green, just to kind of give there some little bit of pop down there. Which I do think just the black and red legs of this definitely just helps the whole color scheme going on instead of just bare black legs. Got some red on the waist all the way around. Some black and gunmetal going on. The gunmetal is the grill. It's just a little difficult to make out with the black. Which also gunmetal has some gunmetal trim going around the windows here. Some black detailing on his arms. which I did some little black in there and some black in here, just to kind of give him some more going on. Of course, he still does have the arm stripes on his sides, and as well as a little more green for the little arrows. Coming up to his head. Get the camera up just a smidgen more. Nope. Needs to be slightly more than a smidgen. I weirdly just love seeing that Decepticon symbol there. Like, I don't know if it's just because we just never got a Decepticon repaint of this mold. Like, I know I'm not the biggest fan of Earthrise Optimus, but, like, come on. Nothing? No Nemesis Prime? You kidding me? Anyway. Head, it was spray painted with the black, with some gunmetal, and then a silver faceplate, and then the eyes, if you can kind of see it, are the pink, which is also just really fun to me. Which, speaking of, I used it as well for the Matrix Chamber, because I think the lore is like, it's some sort of corruption with the Matrix, so I just kind of painted in a lot of the sculpted detail with the pink to make it look like the Matrix is like corrupting him from the inside. So it's like this, and then his eyes. Then the Matrix itself. I made it intentionally a little bit messier just to kind of... It's meant to be bad. It's not good. So I made that a touch messier to reflect that. This is also after I did Prima in his Matrix Chamber, which I don't think I've shown off in a video here, but I had a lot of fun detailing that, so I kind of want to do it again. Get the camera back down a little bit before we get into his weapon. Which is another thing I got to... Actually, another guy nabbed it off of Target Prime. He doesn't have any weapons. It's just... I have an extra one lying around from all those times I've painted the Laser Prime mold. But I painted the X, and it is a beautiful mica red. And I don't get to use this metallic-y red all that often. Which it still works. I have the sides of it painted. Like I mask it to where this one will get painted. But it still works. It still folds up. I don't think you can press that down anymore. But it folds up. And it looks okay. But you can give him this axe. And he does look positively menacing with it. But yeah, this one's more of a basic custom. The major thing here is just kind of that leg swap. And the fact that it's such an obscure guy. Like, I know I do Shattered Glass stuff all the time. You know, I do some obscure stuff through that. But, I mean, this is random Japanese. His TF Wiki page is tiny. Like, it's not a lot. So it's just the fact that I kind of got to do something like this is kind of fun. And it's just a byproduct of another custom that I still haven't done, which just kind of makes it funnier this one happened first. I think it was because it was kind of easier, and the idea is a lot more wacky to me than what I have for the other. But we'll get there one day, hopefully. But, yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say about Yokohama Convoy. So, please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please forget to subscribe. You can also go check out my Facebook and Twitter pages, links in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.